Most riders think experience is what keeps you safe on the road. The more miles you've got, the safer you are. But after 20 plus years on a motorcycle, patrolling highways, working crashes, and riding through things most people never see, I can tell you that experience doesn't protect you. And I've got the scars to prove it. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new here, welcome for the first time. I'm Dave, a certified rider coach, a retired police motorcycle officer, and a crash survivor. On this channel, we talk about motorcycles, the road, and the lessons learned along the way. And today, I'm going to tell you the one mistake I see riders make more than any other. It almost killed me, and it might be killing your rides too. Before we get into today's video, hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps support the channel and keeps more rides, stories, and road lessons coming your way. Now, let's get into it. I want to be clear about something. This mistake isn't a mistake that only new riders make. In fact, the riders I saw go down the hardest, some of them had been riding for 10, 15, 20 plus years. Because this mistake doesn't come from a lack of skill. It comes from something way harder to fight than that. Pay attention to this one. The number one mistake riders make, experienced and new alike, is thinking they already know what's coming. We call it complacency. And on the road, complacency isn't just a bad habit, it's a death sentence waiting for the right circumstances. I know because I lived it. I was almost home when I made the mistake that changed everything. Traffic on the interstate had slowed. I relaxed and stopped checking my mirrors because I thought I knew what was behind me. Seconds later, a distracted driver slammed into the back of my motorcycle at highway speeds, launching me through the air and onto the pavement, leaving me fighting through shock, confusion, and injuries that nearly ended my life. That day, I wasn't a rookie. I had more miles and more training than most people will ever have, but I stopped expecting danger, and the road collected on that. Here's something most riders don't know. I know this as a former accident reconstructionist. In the majority of wrecks, even if the rider was in no way at fault, they had enough time and enough skill to avoid what happened. They just didn't see it coming because they stopped looking for it. So here's what I teach as a rider coach. It's called the 3-second rule or the 3-second scan. Every 3 seconds, you should be scanning, looking ahead, checking both sides, and then checking your mirrors. Ahead, side, mirrors. Ahead, side, mirrors. It sounds simple because it is. But simple doesn't mean easy. Because the moment you're comfortable is the moment you stop doing it. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The 3-second scan isn't just a technique, it's a mindset. It's committing every single time you throw a leg over that bike that the road is going to surprise you and you're going to be ready for it. Because the road doesn't care how many miles you've got. It doesn't care about your experience. It only cares about what you're doing right now. Complacency also shows up before you even start the engine. How many of y'all do your full T-clocks inspection before you ride every time? Tires, controls, lights, oil, and chassis every single time. I know riders who have been on bikes for 20 years and they skip it because, and I quote, I rode yesterday and it was fine. The road doesn't care about yesterday. And another place that complacency hides, your head. I've seen riders go down not because of mechanical failure or another bad driver, but because they were angry or distracted or just had too much going on mentally. When you're in a car and you zone out, you drift in your lane. When you're on a bike and you zone out, the stakes are completely different. So that's what the road taught me, not just from my crash, but from every single scene I've ever worked. The riders who make it home aren't always the most skilled. They're the ones who never stop expecting the unexpected. Scan, check your gear, check your head, and ride like every intersection is the one that's going to try you. I survived a crash I shouldn't have, and every mile since then, I ride with a lot more respect for what that road can take from you. I hope this video keeps at least one of y'all a little safer. Take 3. If you ride, want to ride, or just love motorcycles and you want more of these videos, real talk from real miles, subscribe and come along for the ride. Drop a comment below. What's the closest call you've ever had on a motorcycle? I'd love to hear your story. Go ahead and click on the video on your screen right now and keep going along for the ride. Until next time, ride safe, stay free, and keep the rubber side down.